What is up, Battlefield Play for Free? This is CINNAStixx here with another gameplay commentary, and sorry for the late commentary. You know, with work keeping me busy as much as it is, I don't get time to do any commentaries whatsoever, or to play any games at that. Though I've been able to play Black Ops 2 recently, but not really get that much into it due to my jobs. But back to the topic at hand, here it is, the G53, released today for the Engineer class. Now this is an assault rifle or carbine for the Engineer class, so it comes in with the mini mix of weapons that are out for the Engineer class. You know, we have PDWs, we have carbines, we have SMGs, which are pretty much the same thing almost. But anyways, gotta say this weapon does feel a lot like my MP5, and I'm sure you've heard that already, especially my MP5 plus 3, and if you throw on the Viper mags, that's a definite that it feels like it. So I gotta say, I really enjoy the amount of ammo this weapon has and just the overall accuracy. The weapon's model itself is kind of odd. It doesn't seem to fit the game that well as far as texture-wise, especially when it comes down to the iron sights. It feels really small compared to some of the weapons you see in this game, unless we're talking about the AEK, which we know has small iron sights. But anyways, as for other stats of this weapon, I don't know official stats, I just know the store stats, and everything seems to be high from what I've seen, which is great. Of course, it just says a lot for it probably being an OP weapon, but given that it's a rank 27 weapon, that's expected. The ammo capacity for this weapon is 28 rounds per magazine, which is nice. It's a lot. It gives you the option to just do ammo or damage upgrades rather than ammo upgrades, though if you want to do ammo upgrades, you're going to be buffing it up quite a bit. Of course, I'm using Viper mags, and for the stock right now, I'm using the Stablized, being that it's one of the best stocks for the Engineer class, I find. And so far, I've seen it's done wonders on this weapon. As for barrel, I didn't know what to throw on. I just put on a Predator barrel. I'm sure heavy barrel would do just fine. If not, then standoff or precision, because usually those are some of the better barrels as well. Now, as for attachment options, I'd say for this weapon, a M145 would do just greatly, or nicely I should say. Red dot for close quarters, and I'm not really suggesting the hollow sight, but just saying that for future reference when y'all ask me to do videos using sights. I'm sure the M145 will be the first one y'all ask for. But as for other things, this weapon performs greatly in close range and medium range. The longer ranges you'll see the damage drop off, which won't be that much, as you'll see here. It still does about as much, or if not more, than some assault rifles do for the assault class, which using this weapon really feels like I'm actually playing the assault class minus the ammo. I would like to have be able to drop ammo, especially for this weapon. I do run out quite fast, though it has a lot. I use it like an assault rifle, which is my problem right now. So I do have to apologize, though. I know I'm mid-video and I'm apologizing for this, for not doing this on Karkin. I wanted to do this on Karkin, and I joined the Karkin server, our +3 server. I can actually show you in the tab right now. It says it's the Karkin server, but I did not realize how many rounds they had of Sharky, and I didn't know that Sharky was a part of it until recently. So, well, I'm kind of sorry that I won't be able to do it on Karkin. But anyways, I get to show the weapon off a little bit better. I don't have to deal with vehicles and all that, though I know I'm an engineer, so it shouldn't be a problem. But this allows me to focus on the weapon more. Give you a little third-person view of that. Now, this weapon has made its way into other Battlefield series before. It's actually shown up in Battlefield 3 because it was a back-to-Karkin weapon for the Engineer class. It was also an Engineer weapon back in Battlefield 2, hence why it became a back-to-Karkin weapon in Battlefield 3. They were both great weapons, still one of my favorite weapons in Battlefield 3. It performs a lot like the G56C, which I hope to see in this game. So, just putting that out there. So, as you know right now, reload is about the same as the MP5 and the G3A3, or G3A4 I should say. A lot of people, well actually I noticed somebody commented on a video saying that it was just like a rip off the G3, that it's not a real gun and that they're running out of ideas, but what they don't realize is that it's a real gun. It's an H&K weapon, Heckler & Koch. I hope I said that right. That's how I was taught to say it. But, it's based off of their G3 series. It's a G53. It's a compact version. It fires a lighter round, and not the 7.62, which what the standard G3 would typically fire. And it has the more MP5 design. Everyone keeps wanting to call it the MP5 or the Call of Duty 4 MP5, just because it looks rugged like it, and it has a retractable stock and the hand guard, much like the MP5 from Call of Duty 4. But it is not. It's just based off of it, well, because they are similar weapons from similar families and from the same company. And y'all probably heard me stutter there, but anyways. As for other things about this weapon, not too much else to say. I hope you are enjoying this, and I will try to get a video of it out with the M145, which I know y'all will enjoy, because I will enjoy using it with that sight as well. Besides that, I did have to get this weapon with sponsor pay. It is the first time I've ever had to use sponsor pay, and seriously, I had like 19,000 funds saved up, and I was quite shocked at how much it was, because usually the unlock price for most weapons recently was about 8,000, it seems. But it quite shocked me when it was suddenly 20,000, 20,999, almost 21,000 pretty much. So I was kind of upset with that, but eventually I got it. I didn't get to get it as soon as I wanted to. I would have been able to put the video out this morning, but sadly I had to put it out late. Besides that, guys, like I said, not much else to say about this weapon. I'll let you enjoy the rest of this gameplay, and if y'all have any suggestions for this weapon later on, or y'all want to correct me on something I said, or y'all want to say, you know, attachments that I should try instead, just go ahead and tell me later on, and put it in the comment section, and I'll be sure to note, you know, and I'll learn from the community, you know, I'll listen to what you guys say, whatever helps. So, guess that's about it for this commentary. I'll probably go into the store page and tell y'all some more afterwards about the in-store stats and suggested attachments. Well, actually I already did the suggested attachments, so I'll just go ahead and show what it would look like with certain sites and whatnot in the in-game store. Of course, y'all tell me all the time not to base my facts off the store. I know that by now. I've been knowing that, actually, so I mean, it's not something new to me. I know that they're not factual, but I just use them just to quickly add something to my reviews rather than just being a quick little in and out review. So not much else to say, guys. Enjoy the rest of this. By the way, on a little note, I did not expect this weapon to come out. I know y'all probably hear a bunch of background noise while I was doing that. Just went silent anyways. But a little other note that I gotta say, I was quite upset when I saw it was this weapon that released, because as you know, the AS Val just came out not that long ago, like really not that long ago, and it's been a while since we've seen a medic weapon, so my first thought was that it was going to be the PKP, but it wasn't. So, but we'll be seeing that within the next week or so. But anyways, going to go ahead and go to the stats, guys. Well, here we are in the store. Got to make some quick notes right now. I want to congratulate Pellets on his engineer set, and I want to congratulate everyone else who's won their sets. We don't know what the recon is just yet, but we will. Probably by the end of this video and the next week they'll have it released. But Pellets is a good friend of mine. If y'all have seen one of my old commentaries, I did a dual commentary with him, and I hope to do a dual commentary with him on his set as well, even though he already did a commentary himself on the set. I won't be able to get to the sets and do commentaries on them, sadly. I have too much to do already, and I have a little something cool coming up. I'm going to make like a 4-round long montage of whatever, once they, because I know they put the 416 into storage, the M110 into storage. Next two weapons, from what I'm told, is going to be the Uzi and the M240 Bravo. So I'm just going to make like 4 rounds long, just quick rounds of me playing with them, not really any commentary, just so y'all can see the weapons and their performance, just to do it. I might as well. As far as other things, not much else going on. Just going to go and look at the stats of this weapon. Now, if you want the real factual stats, go to the actual Play4Free Tools website. I can start linking it in my videos. I guess I'll start doing that, much like Shot Redux does. And on another note about that, I'll tell y'all in the next video what we plan on doing, though it's been kind of a setback. We were supposed to do a video together, but it's taken its time. But anyways, damage for this weapon is high, usually clocking around about mid-20s to high 20s depending on the range, lower 20s at longer range to 19, 18 depending on what attachments you're using. Of course, I was using the Viper Mag, so if you give or take a little bit, I'll probably be doing about 15 damage. As for the accuracy is high. You're not going to have much spread, and the bullet velocity is quite nice, though I find the reset rate when firing the weapon and then waiting for it to come back down is a little bit slower than most weapons. I don't know if you noticed that. I do. As for the range, it's long, being that you're going to carry on damage at longer ranges, which is good, so that means depending on whatever attachment you use as far as barrel will just increase the velocity and whatnot, because, like I said, go to the tools page to actually know the difference, because I'm not entirely educated when it comes to this. So as for ammo, 29 rounds per magazine with 4 magazines total. That's a lot, guys. That's one of the great, like one of the best in class ammo capacities for the let's say the engineer class. That's what I meant to say. I mean, not the most ammo per magazine, but as far as like just the typical SMG or assault rifle with the most magazines total, that is quite nice. Because usually if you say the PP19 or the P90, you'll get like 55 rounds with, you know, just 2 magazines, 1 magazine. As for the rate of fire, it's fast full auto. I don't see much difference. I think it's 650. I'm going to go ahead and go here. As the suggested attachments, as I said already, heavy barrel or predator barrel, Viper mags, or CQC ammo, depending on the type of confrontation. I prefer casket mags. I would like to use that. The damage is already high as well. Stabilized stock. I'm sure tactical would be nice, though it would be a little bit shaky. Stabilized, as you saw, it went straight up, and it was really easy to control. It already has low recoil on its own, even without attachments, as far as stocks go. Of course, the iron sights are perfect. I love them. I probably will just keep the iron sights. I feel like the red dot's overrated, and I don't want to use it much anymore. And as you see, I have the desert, red or hollow sight and the standard hollow sight. But I'll probably go and try out my M145 on it just for kicks. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this gameplay commentary. And as always, much love and respect on the battlefield, soldiers. Peace. Leave a comment down below, as y'all typically do, and thank you for the continued support. I know y'all going to want to see some Black Ops 2 videos. I may do that later on. I don't know if I can. I heard something about having to have a machinima partnership. I'm not 100% sure. But anyways, I'll try to get some good videos out for you guys later on. Like I said, work keeps me busy. But guys, gotta go now. Peace.